I think your mic is in mute.
A very good morning to one and all gathered here. I know that many of you have taken time away from your packed schedule and made an effort to be here to be a part of this conference. A warm welcome to our principal, Dr. J. Arpuda Vijayaselvi, our secretary, Dr. R. Rajendran, Dr. V. Suresh Kumar, HOD of S&S Department, our beloved chief guests, Dr. A. Kathalingam and Dr. H.C. Anandamurthy, Dr. P. Saravanan, Mr. S. Ambalatharasu, Mrs. S. Anuradha, and the participants from all over the country, thank you all from the depth of my heart for being here. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. With this quote, I'd like to welcome you all to this international e-conference on recent trends in smart materials by Department of Science and Humanities, King's College of Engineering. Materials are basic to every manufacturing process. The smarter they get, the better will be the product. Smart materials market deals with typically designed materials whose physical properties can be altered through controlling its operational environment. Latest technological trends have been surfaced from ongoing discussion of existing materials. With these smart materials, theories that appeared as science fiction a couple decades back is the materialized reality of modern world. Let us stand up for Tamil Thai Walthu.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடன திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழழகே தமிழழகே உன் சீரிளமை திறம் இயந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
I can assure you that you will gain a lot of information about the recent trends in smart materials through this truthful conference. One of the marvelous things about community is that it enables us to welcome and help people in a way we couldn't as individuals. Now, I'd like to call upon Dr. V. Suresh Kumar, Conference Chair, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, one and all gathered here. I am extremely overwhelmed to assume this opportunity to welcome the bagman of intelligent assemblage on this online platform to materialize such a big event that paves a way for sharing knowledge and brainstorming on the core values of today's topic on recent trends in smart materials, organized by Department of Physics and Chemistry of King's College of Engineering, Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu. I am indeed proud to connect these stalwarts of science into a single fold to witness a tremendous change in the field of science in future. And we feel extremely overjoyed to have been given the opportunity to conduct this event. Before we kick start the conference, I would like to express my gratitude towards you all who sincerely contribute to this event in order to make it a success. This wouldn't have been possible without the support of each and every presenter here. We are also honored to have the resource person from international campus to enrich this event more in our life. We still feel magnanimity of our resource persons to have given their consent to our simple request. Our campus values this magnanimity with a deep sense of gratitude. With immense pleasure, I extend a warm welcome to our guest, Dr. Kathalingam of South Korea, Donggong University, Seoul, and Mr. Dr. H.C. Anandamurthy, Adama Science and Technology, University, Ethiopia. We are happy to realize the most esteemed personalities who have won honors in their respective fields. It is the time now for global cooperation and multinational coordination. We should expand such initiatives and also leverage cooperative efforts to promote the ideologies of smart materials. If we can pull together and generate renewed momentum in this area, we can ignite more concepts to forge a better understanding of this field. This conference would really help research scholars deeper into the subject and understand its destinations. I would also request the other delegates to remain seated and listen to our experts. No matter how much we can accomplish by ourselves, whether it be a research or development, it is never sufficient in this world of knowledge. Therefore, the focal drive of this conference is to exchange ideas, and by participating in this exchange, it is hoped that everyone who may benefit from the conference can apply it in their areas of research. It is pleasing to note that the agenda of this conference covers a wide range of interesting discussion on the core topic smart materials. With a happy note, I would like to welcome our Secretary Sir Dr. R. Rajendran, Principal Ma'am Dr. Arpuda Vijayaselvi, Vice Principal Sir Dr. S. Sivakumar, and the head of various departments, fellow faculty members, and delegates around India, and various industrial delegates to this wonderful and productive session. I once again wish you a very productive conference with exciting and encouraging discussions and the exchange of knowledge so that together we can anticipate a future of groundbearing knowledge, research, and technology for humanities. I feel delighted at welcoming you all once again. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful welcome address. I'd like to call upon our Secretary, Sir Dr. R. Rajendran, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning to one and all assembled here. On behalf of the King's College of Engineering, I welcome all the participants for the International Conference on Recent Trends in Smart Materials through online. So normally, research is very useful to find some innovations which are useful for the society, especially in the field of physics. The smart materials play an important role in the recent developments. So our people, Dr. A. Kathalingam from South Korea and Dr. H. Anandamurthy from Ethiopia will give a lot of information about the recent developments in smart materials. Normally, in research, we are having so many doubts. So only if there is any doubt, then only you can begin the research. So especially in the field of science, day by day, we are finding so many developments. So this international conference will find new things for the development of physics. Especially the thin films will be applied in all the fields, very specifically in science, agriculture, etc. So I congratulate the organizers for organizing this international conference on smart materials. Congratulations. Thank you.
I'd like to call upon our Principal, Ma'am Dr. J. Arpuda Vijayaselvi, to deliver the felicitation address.
Secretary Sir, Dr. Professor R. Rajendran, Honorable Guest of Honor of ICRTSM-2022, Dr. A. Kathalingam, Dongak University, Seoul, South Korea, Honorable Keynote Speaker, Dr. H.C. Anandamurthy, Adama Science and Technology University, Ethiopia, Conference Chair, Dr. V. Suresh Kumar, HOD SNH, organizers of this conference, Faculty of Physics and Chemistry, other faculty members, staff members, and delegates from Indian and international institutions and universities. A very good morning to all. On behalf of King's College of Engineering, I welcome you all for the International Conference on Recent Trends in Smart Materials. I feel delighted to share that Department of S&H of King's has created an international platform through online to discuss the recent research activities in the area of smart materials and its demand in global market. I am sure that this conference would enlighten the knowledge on advanced technologies involved in the design and fabrication of smart materials. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day. On behalf of the management, I thank them for providing their gracious presence to join us today to enhance our joy. I'd like to invite Mr. S. Ambalatharasu, Assistant Professor of Physics Department, to introduce our chief guest.
Good morning. Myself S. Ambalatharasu, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. Again, good morning to one and all who all gathered here for E-International Conference on Recent Trends in Smart Material. I am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce the chief guest, Professor A. Kathalingam, hailing from Pudukkottai district, Tamil Nadu, now working in the Department of Electronics Engineering, Dongkok University, Seoul, South Korea, as an associate professor, is involving in teaching and research in the field of nano devices and applications. Previously, he worked in a reputed university in Tamil Nadu, where he engaged actively up to the expectation of others in teaching and other related activities. He has more than 35 years of experience in teaching and research, including 15 years abroad experience. His research area include not limited to nanomaterials for energy devices, chemical and biosensors, and electronic devices. In his credit, he has produced more than 150 research articles in reputed international journals. He has vast experience on different fabrication and characterization techniques of nanomaterials. He also has experience in E-beam lithography, facilitates for the fabrication of gallium nitride and silicon carbide, device-based high electron mobility transistors, and other devices. He is presently working on supercapacitors, solar cells, and nano generators for energy harvesting and storage applications. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. I'd like to call upon Dr. P. Saravanan, Assistant Professor of Chemistry Department, to introduce our chief guest.
Good morning, one and all gathered here. I am happy to announce our resource person, our chief guest, Dr. H.C. Anandamurthy sir. He has been committed a dedicated faculty member at various prestigious universities in India, Tanzania, and Ethiopia for last 24 years. He is currently working as an associate professor, Department of Applied Chemistry, Adama Science and Technology University, Adama, Ethiopia, East Africa. He has completed his BSc degree in 1995 and MSc in 1997 in chemistry from Bangalore University, India. He also obtained MPhil in 2006 from Bharathasan University, India. Then he was awarded PhD in 2012 for his work on composite material from Visvesvaraya Technological University, Belgaum, India. He was awarded Fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry, UK. He has authored a number of books, book chapters, and published more than 100 research articles in the journals of international repute and presented many papers in national as well as international conferences. He has been guest editor for Journal of Nanomaterials and Journal of Renewable Materials. He is also a review editor of Front Race of Catalyst Journal, editorial board member of Annals Applied Science Journal. He has 4 patents to his credit. He has delivered many innovative talks at various platforms. He has taught various chemistry courses to UG, PG, and PhD students of universities and supervised 7 MSc students and 1 PhD students. He is currently guiding 2 MSc students and 8 PhD students in one students awarded. His research interests mainly include synthesis and applications of composite materials and nanomaterials. He has successfully completed 2 projects sanctioned by Adama Science and Technology University, Ethiopia, and National Innovation Foundation of India. He is currently associated with research projects related to green synthesis of metal and metal oxides, nanoparticles, nanocomposites of multifunctions applications. Oh, thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. New day, new life, new chances, new opportunities. I'd like to call upon Dr. A. Kathalingam of Jungkook University, Seoul, South Korea, to deliver the inaugural address.
Hello. Hello. Are you hearing my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Audible,
sir, you're
sir.
audible, sir.
Continue, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for the nice introduction. And also, I'm very happy to uh, talk in the King's University. Uh, First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for giving this great chance for me. The King's Engineering College is not new to me. Long back, I was associated with both physics and chemistry when I was working at Periyar Maniva University at Vallam. It is today's topic, the smart materials. It is an interesting and innovative topic because nowadays, as we all know, the science is uh, goes on improving, and the science and technologies goes on improving. In all those cases, the materials are only playing major role. For example, you see here, we used to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, or everything is going to become automatized. Uh, that is robotic. Everywhere we are going to use. In all those cases, whatever it may be, even if the students are joining in mechanical or civil or any other branch of science, anyway they have to use materials. The materials how we are using, that's what we are calling it as smart materials. Even from the students also, we used to say them as smart guy, or some of the students are very hard. What does it mean smart? Smart means it has to complete very fast, and it's energetic, and its efficiency should be high. This is how we have to use the materials also. As I told earlier, we are going to reduce the gap between man and machine. It is the only future aim of the scientists. How we can reduce it? Suppose how the human body is made up of. It is made up of only biomolecules, very smaller micro level neurons. This is how we have to produce the inorganic materials or semiconductors. That means in all other cases, suppose if we consider a supercomputer or any robot, everywhere we are using only materials. Materials in the form of chips or electronic devices or some sensors. In all those cases, anyway we have to use materials. In what type of material, how we are using it. It only decides the efficiency. Therefore, the smart materials, otherwise we call it as nano materials, is going to play a major role. Whatever may be the branch or any field of view, all should know something about what are the smart materials or nano materials, how they can be used. Depending upon the materials, only we can change or improve the efficiency of the devices, whatever it may be, sensor or detector or any energy-based devices. In future, we mainly depend on the energies are many requisite for our improvements for any case. Therefore, in case of energy nowadays, you see fossil fuels are all degrading, depleting. We should depend only. We are going to depend only on the renewable energies, or mainly on solar and hydrogen. In both the case, whatever may be the kinds, even if it is solar or hydrogen, in all those cases, we have to depend mainly only the materials. If the materials are all smart or high efficient or nano, its efficiency totally can be improved. Suppose you see here, earlier we used to only silicon for solar cells, that is crystalline silicon, but its cost is very high. But nowadays, this there are so many types of solar cells are coming up, only because of we know the how the material can be used, how we can manipulate the materials in atomic level or nano level. This is how we are going to use. We are using in so many fields like hydrogen. Hydrogen will be a future energy. It will occupy everywhere in future. The hydrogen is plenty. It is in the form of water available. The only thing is how we have to separate the hydrogen and how we can po- transport it. Therefore, if you store it in a like a supercapacitor or any other material, it can be easily transported. Therefore, energy and some electronic devices. Electronically, as I told you earlier, we are going to depend only on robot or machines, even for any activities. We need not worry for driving, for any, even kitchen to satellites. We are going to use only computers. In all those computers, it has to decide and work efficiently. These are all only because of the material what we are going to use, what we are going to apply. Therefore, what I want to say here is no bar. Anybody can work. Suppose if you are in a civil, there also material is going to use. Therefore, you see, if a material is coated in a window pan, the material itself can change the temperature according to the environment. Suppose if it is very hot, it can cool the room. Or if it is very cold, it can heat the room. So simple coating or film can be changed. Therefore, this is how we are going to use the materials are going to play a major role in our life. And also, like for our students, just only for students, some simple advice. You see, I have born in a very remote village. Because of my hard work, now I am in a Donguk University. So it is a, great university. There I got a job. How? It is only because of my hard work. Therefore, there is no difference. Everybody, every student can do anything, can achieve anything. Only we need interest and will. I used to say often, there is no anybody who knows everything. Similarly, there is no anybody who doesn't know anything. Therefore, only the way is how we are planning, how smart we are working. Therefore, you choose a choose a path, choose a goal, and decide a path. Which path we have to go? Which path should be suitable for us? This is how we have to work. This is for younger students. Therefore, with this, I would like to complete my small talk in this great occasion. Uh, Indeed, I am very much delighted to talk in front of you all, particularly in King's Engineering College. Therefore, um, at any time, if anybody want any help, they can approach me. You can get my email or contact numbers from the organizers. Therefore, with this, I would like to complete my talk. Thank you very much for the chance you have given to me. Thank you very much, sir. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking your time away from your packed schedule and delivering this wonderful inaugural address. The words of wisdom persuade you to become a
Okay.
much better
Thank.
individual, professionally or personally. Thus, with your lessons and past experience in life, enables you to hear the words that you always wish to listen to. I'd like to call upon Dr. Hetsi Anandamurthy of Adama Technology, University Adama, Ethiopia, to deliver the keynote address.
Mic muted. So I think
Hello,
your
sir.
mic. Oh, yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's audible, sir.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Uh, respected dignitaries and the participants of this international conference, ICRTSM. Firstly, I wish to brief about the conference, that there are great stalwarts present in this conference. I really express my happiness to be part of this program. Dr. Achyuta V. Selvi, the principal of this great institution, Dr. R. Rajendra, secretary of this institution, Dr. Suresh Kumar, conference chair, and all the organizers of King's College of Engineering, and the chief guest, Dr. Kathalingam from South Korea, and all the staff members of this college, the participants. It is a great effort by your institution to organize such a platform for researchers to share their ideas with the research community. Basically, we live in a society exquisitely dependent on science and technology, in which hardly anyone knows anything about science and technology. As Immanuel Kant said, science is an organized knowledge and wisdom is organized life. So as you know that we are living in the world of materials. Materials basically transform our day-to-day life. You can see, if you just imagine our life on this planet just 25 years before and now, there has been a tremendous transformation. And that transformation is basically due to the research and innovation that happened in the field of materials. So materials play a significant role in our modern life. So materials world has brought a tremendous transformation to our modern life, and research on materials have researchers, especially the modern day researchers, have extraordinary responsibility of innovating new materials for growth and development of the country. It is very essential. And especially today in this conference, we are discussing on recent trends on smart materials. So smart materials are reactive materials whose properties can be changed by the exposure to stimuli such as electric or magnetic fields. So there are many number of smart materials available: piezoelectric material, shape memory materials, chromoactive materials, magnetorheological material, photoactive materials, and many more. And especially the work I'm just doing is on green synthesis on nanomaterials and nanocomposites. So there is plenty of opportunity for researchers to explore the green chemistry, wherein we are protecting the environment by not using the toxic chemicals in our research. So in that way, we need to compare ourselves with most of the advanced countries. The researchers in that way have responsibility. Just I compared one of the statistics with China. See, the number of quality research papers and the outputs and the patents that they produce is definitely more than 5 times that of India. So in that way, Indian researchers have to put a lot of energy and their mind to improve the quality of materials, and so that we can get a good name in the international scenario. So quality of materials research must be enhanced by active participation of young researchers in India. As one of the greatest researchers said, research is what I am doing when I don't know what I am doing. So the researchers have to put their minds, their energy into the innovation of new material and smart materials which will transform our modern day life. So the green chemistry, as I said, is one of the simple uh, tool to solve most of the environmental problems that we are facing today. So in that way, I just try to conclude my speech saying that the researchers have greatest responsibilities to contribute to the development, the growth and development of our country, so that I expect all great researchers who are listening and the young researchers of this country will definitely do well in the near future to transform the world of materials. On this occasion, I urge all the researchers of India to put their energies fully towards the development of smart materials. So with these few words, I conclude my keynote address. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my ideas.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful address. The keynote address was very great, and we really thank you for taking the time away and giving this address. Now it's time for the short
Thank
tea
you very
break,
much.
and the session will be continued at 11 a.m. And an invited lecture will be delivered by Dr. A. Kathalingam. And by 11:30 to 1:30 p.m., technical sessions will be held, and participants are requested to join the respective link for the technical session. And the invited lecture will be continued on the same link. We request you to join.